This is a book called The Gun Rights War. It's written by Neal Knox. It's a series of articles by Neal Knox, but it's compiled and annotated by his son Chris Knox after his passing. It's a paperback book. It's about 380 something pages thick. It's mostly writing. There's just a couple of photographs in it. It is paperback, and it was printed in 2009. There's only one printing of this book, and it's a compilation of many articles, many short articles from Neal Knox by one of his sons, Chris Knox. So it's a great book to pick up and dig into, to just get motivated and to read some interesting articles. However, if you are doing some research or you want to find something specifically, there's a decent table of contents that kind of groups the different articles. Now, an article might apply to a couple of different things, so once you've looked through the table of contents a little bit, you get an idea of the menu. But it's a lot of short, easy to digest, easy to read articles, probably from Shotgun News now, or his other publications. Neal Knox was a Second Amendment activist, a hunter, a writer, and an editor. And during the lead up to the 1968 Gun Control Act, Neal was active in being there for testimonials to work against that Gun Control Act. Unfortunately, they still passed it, and then Neal was instrumental in keeping the NRA's focus on legislative action. In fact, the beginning of the ILA, Neal was the executive director of the NRA, ILA for 4 years until they crossed paths. The NRA decided to go one way. Neal decided to keep writing and keep a focus on what the Second Amendment protects. Created the Firearms Coalition, which was an organization to keep a focus on that with a newsletter and using the technology of the time to keep people informed of the different things that were out there, challenges to our rights. So great articles with lots of insight, someone who was in the industry and aware of what was going on. This is a great book that you can pick up and just read some of these. You can see I got a lot of the pages kind of dog-eared. A lot of things you can just pick up and read, and once you've read them, you've got these as a resource to go back and reference. Lots of great insight, really an enjoyable book to read.